This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City. Hello, I'm John Cullum, and this is Emily Frankel, my wife.
I am your wife, and I got an interesting topic.
Oh, really?
You might not like it.
What?
It's kind of personal.
Personal?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Well, then we
don't mind
personalities here,
yes,
so
yes.
personal is good.
John Cullum.
Yes.
Has many aspects to him.
Yes.
Actor, singer.
Right.
He can fix things.
Yeah, well, kind of.
Well, he fixes all sorts of things.
Okay.
He fixes sinks beautifully.
Yes, when I don't break them.
No, and he fixes toilets.
Oh, yes.
And he fixes handles on pots.
Yeah.
And covers for pots. Well, he's got a new thing he does for me every single day. And it has to do with first thing in the morning.
Right.
I get out of bed and I rush to the kitchen.
Right.
And the bed is a mess.
Right.
And John makes the bed.
Well, now that does sound too personal, Emily.
Now, I want you to describe this wonderful thing that you do when you make the bed.
Well, first of all, I have to look around and see how badly it's disarrayed. And you've got extra pillows on your side, and I've got extra pillows on my side. So I have to straighten out the pillows very carefully then. And we've got a sheet, and we've got a heating blanket, and what do you call it?
It's a
fluffy thing on top.
Well, a heating blanket with what's called a duvet, a velvet, brown velvet duvet that the heating blanket is encased in, so it's very fancy, but it's also kind of hard to keep straightened. And then on top of that, there is a quilt.
Yes, I like that quilt part. But anyway, I have to get them all straightened out, and then I pull them all. Usually, it's been pulled over to your side a little bit more than I like, so I have to pull it back over here and straighten it out. And
I have to tell you, John insists, folks, that this is his exercise. Because when I come in and see him, he's on his knees. He's on his knees, and we have a great, huge king size, bigger than California, an Eastern king. And John, on his knees, goes around the edges of the bed and
straightens it out
and measures it so beautiful.
Well,
beautifully.
If you're going to do something, you got to do it right, yeah.
So, how do you do it? Do you pull the sheets? How does it make it so perfect?
Well, I pull them on my side first.
Yes.
And then I get all three of the items straightened out on my side. They usually pull them too far. Then I go around to the other side and I straighten your pillows. And you got 5 pillows, you know. You realize you have 5 pillows?
Well, I don't use all 5, but that's a good thought. I didn't ever really count them.
Yeah, well, I do. I have to count them every morning. And then I get it all set, and I pull over on your side, and that kind of tightens the top of it. And then I fold it back neatly.
Oh, you fold it so perfectly.
Yes, that covers a lot of bad things about my bed making.
No, your bed making is remarkable.
Yes, and it does give me a good deal of exercises, except that I'm getting bad knees.
And then after he does this beautiful bed thing,
yes,
then I call him in for coffee.
Oh, yes.
And there he comes. And of course,
clunk, clunk, clunk.
No, you dance in. You were never clunk, clunk, clunk. John, you're a very graceful person.
Yeah, well, let's talk about the coffee.
Oh, well, I make the coffee, and we have a bagel.
Yes.
And coffee.
We actually split a bagel.
We split a bagel, and because the whole bagel is too much, and a half a bagel isn't quite enough. But what he does in the morning just it just cheers me that when I'm going to go back to bed late at night, I'm going into a perfect bed. And when I was a little girl, I was rigidly concerned with smooth sheets.
Really?
And now I'm a big grown-up girl, and I've got smooth Cullum sheets.
Well, I didn't realize I was doing all that much for you. Now that will inspire me to do it. Continue.
That's not much more you can do. I could probably make a better breakfast for you, though. John drinks decaf in his coffee, whereas I drink coffee.
Sometimes, she drinks coffee so strong that sometimes when she goes down, I sneak the old grains from her, put it on mine, and get a little extra kick from her cup.
John Cullum.
Yes, sir.
You're a good household everything. I like you.
Well, thank you, Em. That makes two of us.
Okay.
I like you. That's what
okay. All right. So that's the end of our bed making story.
Okay. We'll talk to you next week, and who knows what we're going to say. Till then, so long. This is AI.R. See you next week.